One roadblock we have come up against, though, is the Catholic teaching on the immorality, of artificial birth control. My wife is afraid that we will become Catholics and have 17 kids. We only have 2 now. How can I reassure her and help her to be more open to life?
Well, I would start by saying, going back and discussing with her, what is marriage and what did we do when we got married? Because your sexual intimacy is an expression of that. And when you got married, you said to one another, all that I am, all that I have, I make a gift to you. And all that you are and all that you have, I receive as your gift to me. So when a couple are engaged in sexual intimacy, they are supposed to be saying the same thing. But if you introduce contraception into it, you've got a contrary language that's saying the opposite. If the sexual act is saying this, contraception is saying this. It's saying there's part of you I do not wish to receive. There's something about you that I reject. Or there's something about me I do not wish to give you. Part of who we are is fertile. And so that part has to be made available to your spouse by using contraception. You're withdrawing that from the gift. Now that doesn't mean you have to have 17 children, because God has arranged it so that women can only become pregnant a few days out of each month. And nowadays we can determine what those days are with near perfect precision. So couples then are free to make decisions about when to engage in sexual intimacy and when to abstain from it, based on whether they have a good reason to avoid pregnancy or not.
Yeah. And as you're explaining that, I'm just reflecting on the great blessings I've had as a father and a husband. By the grace of God, He opened my heart to my wife, Marilyn, so that we would be married and that we would be fertile and that we would have 3 wonderful sons. One's becoming a priest, one's helping run the Coming Home Network, who's given us 4 grandchildren, my 3rd son who's a Knight of Columbus and usher at the church. I mean, God, the grace and the blessings flow when you're open to life. They flow when you're open to life. That's the beauty of that.
And I think that looking again at contraception, sometimes the very language of it betrays it. I mean, they use words like protection and precautions and barrier and sperm killer. Those aren't words of love and intimacy. Those are all words of, it's almost like you're getting suited up for warfare. So that should tell him something too, I think.
Yeah, that's that.
And it's so he's basically, by not using contraception, he's respecting his wife and respecting who she is and her totality, including her menstrual cycle.
We've got 1 minute to go. I want you to tell the audience about your website.